decade.
For an announcement of the greatest importance and the utmost consequences. Dateline, Honolulu, December 7th, 1941. The president has been shot. The president of the United States has been shot at. Which part of his anatomy is affected, we can only surmise. It's an unmentionable organ, but the president is in serious difficulty. In the meantime, who's in charge around here? I mean to say, if who is writing his script, or for that matter, this script? While he ponders many his weary burdens, let me remind you what really cuts at the undisclosed emergency medical facility somewhere in the heart of Dallas-Fort Worth. The situation is described as critical. Hundreds, perhaps thousands, are dead in the wake of an early morning surprise attack on the United States Naval Base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Damage and loss of life are no less than catastrophic. The USS Arizona, the USS California, and other United States naval vessels have been sunk. After the vicious sneak attack, forces of the Imperial Japanese Navy launched fighter bombers and torpedo planes against our naval facilities at Pearl Harbor, inflicting heavy casualties and destroying much of our fleet harbored there. Hundreds, perhaps thousands of Americans remain dead. The Harvey Oswald said it was all a mistake. They grabbed the wrong man. He could explain what really happened. He was innocent. But the CIA Mafia connection hushed it all up for good. To save us the trouble of thinking. With the House of Morgan tied to the Marine Corps, the Mellon Bank attached to the Air Force, Rockefeller Oil protecting the U.S. Navy, and DuPont explosives reinforcing the Army, the country has no place to hide. Conflagration is inevitable. War is the goodness of capitalism. Medical students in Grenada, soldiers of fortune in Mauritius, the Green Berets in the Sheraton Hotel. Confidence is what counts in life. We have the firepower and we aim to use it. A message from the sponsors of this news and other violence around the world. Some Castro sympathizer is guilty of this heinous and premeditated attack of American territorial attack. All evidence points to the conclusion that he acted alone without the benefit of any organization or co-conspirator, who might be living or dead. Those dirty gooks have attacked our ships in the Gulf of Tonkin again, and you better believe that some sand diggers are gonna die. And old Ronnie Reagan wakes up and hears about this one. Charles Manson has escaped, and he hates the governor. Earthquake of 9.5 on the Richter scale is predicted to hit the Bay Area at precisely 9:45 this very day. The big one, according to the Bhagwan Rajneesh and the Berserkly 13. And you are watching Madeline's Variety Show Television. Madeline's Variety Television. Yay! Harbor Day!
Right, well you are. Okay. Thank you very much, Carol. We love you. Thank you. I have to get down and get it.
Take a script,
Research Laboratory building in the historic Mission District, San Francisco. You're watching Madeline's Variety Television, and this is our Pearl Harbor Day special. All right, let's hear it, everybody. All right. What's going on? We got tape or what? 2 minutes? We're live? Give me some clarification here.
Just assume we're live, because
I'm assuming we're live because we got our guests here.
Hey, I'm live.
Sanborne.
Hey, nice to be here, Griff.
And Peggy Aewash from New York.
Hello, Vegas Griff.
How you doing today? It's
Pretty
good
good.
to see you. It's good to see you. They're premiering their new film tonight at the Cinematheque at the San Francisco Art Institute. Beth Friedman, Luna Friedwoman, our new co-host here on Madeline's Variety Television.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
And Squash on the exercise bicycle. That's Squash, our Hawaiian, our luscious Hawaiian babe for you guys out there. All right. We got Mari, the sushi girl, live on Fisher Price over here, and we have the battleships, and we got all kinds of fun activities. We're going to be playing Battleship. All right. You're going to be able to sink these battleships right here. The USS Arizona, the USS California. They're yours. They're yours, and you're going to be able to sink them. 864-2561. Call in to sink the battleships. Are we still live? What's going on? Madeline, talk to me, babe.
We also still have a complete history of Japan.
We have a complete history of Japan with Eric B. Slavin and his friend Daniel Tishman.
Daniel Tishman,
Yeah,
that's
and they're going to do a
Dan
great
and
comedy
Eric.
skit for us.
Hi.
Now, who gets to sink the battleships? Do we get to do that?
Well, what we do is we play with the studio
Can
audience.
you see
What they
those
do is they
pointers?
call in with their coordinates, right? You know, A6. Yeah, we're playing the game Battleship with the grid, right? Okay. And you call in with your coordinates. If you get a hit, we tell you. You sink the battleship. We got all kinds of good special effects for you right here today, okay? So that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to call in right now at 864-2561
I'm glad you asked that question, Dr.
with your
Rosenheimer.
coordinates.
If all goes well with the sonic reverberator, I plan to genetically fuse the genes of patient X with those of a Sasquatch.
A what?
A Sasquatch. A Yeti.
You're mad.
A Bigfoot.
You're mad, Dr. Lemon. You're crazy.
Mad? Me mad, Dr. Rosenheimer? Why, I'd laugh right in your face if I had a sense of humor. But I don't, not when it comes to my work. Do you know who my mother is?
What does your mother have to do with all this?
Everything. If it were not for my mother's money, you and I would not be housed in this temple devoted to the more esoteric dimensions of science.
Forgive me, Dr. Libwitz, for being disrespectful, but your mother has a reputation for being a money-bloated bitch whose only concern is the rise in the stock market and her saggy tits.
Why, I'd slap you right across the face if you weren't a man of science like myself.
This isn't science. This is black magic.
Call it what you will, Dr. Leibowitz. Black and white mean nothing to me. Everything is just a dreary shade of gray. My whole life has been just a dreary shade of gray. But not for long. When this experiment is concluded, it will put me and this whole goddamn place on the map. And then that bloated bitch with sagging tits will have something to be proud of her little Lonnie Leibowitz about. The little twerp who got laughed out of college because of his big ideas and equally shrunken libido.
Stop it. Don't torture yourself with the past.
Jeffrey, it hurts so much being a human being. Our only hope to kill the pain is to fuse with something hairy that smells of pine trees and dried feces.
No, Lonnie. No, Lonnie. If you...
Jeffrey, I thought I loved you.
No, Lonnie. Patient X has the most exquisite, sweet-smelling white skin. If you want to experiment on someone, experiment on your mother, for Christ's sake.
The experiment has already been set, Dr. Rosenheimer. We will use the woman with whom you have so foolishly fallen in love, and not the one whom we both hate with such unscientific subjectivity.
Yeah, right. I'm just kind of laughing. Cut back to something.
Oh, we're live. We're back live in the studio. Oh, surprise. And we're going to talk a little bit with our guests here. We have Oh, we got a phone call. I'm sorry. We got a call.
All right.
Hello, sir? Hello? Hello?
It might be a woman.
Hello, sir?
It might be a woman.
Where's the call, Madeline?
Hello?
Oh, yeah. Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
You gonna sink a battleship?
Yeah, with a D5.
D5. What's D5? We got it? Is that a hit or a miss? What?
Oh, okay.
D5's a miss. I'm sorry. Let's try another one.
Do I keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Let's try, let's go with the
Goodbye. All right, sorry. We're going to get back to the interview here with Keith Sanborne and Peggy Aewash, and they're in just fresh from New York to premiere their... Excuse me? Well, Las Vegas and New York. I'm sorry, Keith.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
Fabulous Las Vegas.
Fabulous Las Vegas is my town. I know,
And
baby.
the Rotten Apple and the fabulous Vegas.
Well, anyway.
The rotten apple and a case of clap.
The rotten apple and a case of clap. Very good. Are you guys mic'd properly, everybody? I think
I
so.
hope so.
Yeah, we are.
So I would
We
hate
are.
to
We're
let
live,
that
Griff. We're
go.
live.
We're live, and these two goofy people, these fine young American artists right here, are here to premiere their new film, The Dead Man, which is based on this story by George Kuchar. Is that how you say it?
Oh, you bet.
Kuchar. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so why don't you tell us a little bit about the story?
Well, it's basically Marie's lover dies, and she goes.
Oops.
Well,
Sorry.
and then the phone goes off the hook, and then and she goes out of the house naked, and then she goes
After
to
her
this.
husband dies.
Well, it's not clear it's her husband or boyfriend, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, and she goes out of the house naked, and she goes to this bar, and she has all sorts of adventures.
Well, she has wild sex, is what it is, isn't it?
Well, this is not so much wild sex as it is the probing of the limits of the impossible.
The probing of the limits of the impossible.
In her own very cave-like way.
We all have to deal with the abyss
The abyss.
sooner or later.
I've dealt with it. I know
Have you
that.
dealt with it? It's dark. And it's deep.
As in George Bataille. Is
And
it
it's-
dark?
it's-
Is
And it
dark
smells
stuff?
like sex.
Is this,
And it
is
smells
this like
like
Joe
sex.
Friday once said on Dragnet when they had this psychotic killer who read too much Baudelaire, right? Right? And he went out and he killed all these people, and Joe Friday talks about him drowning in the cesspool of French literature. Is this part of that whole thing?
That's certainly my ambition in life. And there's certainly a lot of it around, and it's, I mean, we could.
Okay, at
Okay,
home,
how
let's
about,
turn up
how
the
about
volume
this?
and the color.
How about
Do
that
it,
for a
kids.
picture? This is our
Home.
text. And these are a couple of some lovely illustrations by a very famous artist named Andy Mason.
Andy Mason, is he from Vegas or New York or where?
He's from Brooklyn, so I don't
Brooklyn.
know. I guess that's part of New York, technically
Uh-huh.
speaking.
Can you get this?
Do we got a shot? Let's get a shot on this. Is good artwork.
We get a close up on this artwork.
Can we get a
please?
close up on the artwork, Madeline? Let's see about it. I don't know.
Very beautiful.
Well, anyway, they're premiering their film tonight at 8 o'clock at the San
Cinematheque.
Francisco Art Institute. That's 800 Chestnut Street in lovely North Beach, San Francisco. The prestigious Cinematheque. Now, that's a wild bunch down there. Aren't you afraid it might get a little out of hand showing them this kind of meaty material?
We're certainly hoping so.
We're certainly hoping so.
Do you
Very
see
good.
it as meaty, Peggy?
Excuse me?
Do you see it as meaty?
As meaty and textural and physical and material, yes. The answer is yes.
Hey, yes. That's a yes. Got a call. We got a call. Hello?
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right. How are you?
Oh, just fine. You want to play Battleship with us?
I do.
Okay, what's your coordinates?
B as in boy, number 6.
E is in boy number 6.
Vegas Griff, ask him if you're going to come to the film.
Hey, you gonna come to the film tonight?
Where is it again?
The San Francisco Art Institute, 8 o'clock. Peggy and Keith's film, right
800
here.
Chestnut Street.
800 Chestnut Street. It's only how much? $2, $5?
Something like $4.
Two,
$4.
two
$2
or
for
four.
students.
Sounds like a bargain.
Hey, was that a hit or a miss on the Battleship? That was a miss. You want another coordinate? Quick one.
Yeah, C7.
C7 is the new quick one.
Oh, I think that's a hit.
Is that a hit?
That's a hit!
You scored a hit, Dave. You scored a hit. So, you sunk it. Let's get it. Okay.
Tell him we'll let him to the movie for free.
Yeah, we'll lay you in for the free. What's your name, sir?
Jamie.
Jamie, come on down to the Cinematheque. We'll lay you in for free.
All right.
Yeah, very good.
See ya.
No.
Tammy, how you been, baby? You're looking good.
Well, Miss Lewis, we better go on. The orchestra is waiting.
Oh, fine.
Listen, camera 2, keep following the action. Camera 3, she's all yours. No, wait. Oh.
Stop! I'm so sorry.
What's one more mess in Studio 8?
You fucking douchebag! You soaked up the set!
If she can do it, so can I.
You vile, selfish, filthy people. The sickness you have is impervious to kaopectate, and the refuse your organization has deposited into the homes of America is something so dense with solidified evil.
Hey, wait a minute. She's reading cue cards. I bet they were written by Jerry Falwell.
Allowed the pressures of satellite dish technology to ferment with vices so deadening.
Hey, I'm not gonna abort this transmission. She's onto something big. Blubbery moral indignation.
Low grade in latex cloning. It is true that the world needs sinners.
Falwell must have given her an enema before airtime.
And the people of this mighty land would grow fat with inertia.
That's it. She's part of a conspiracy. A takeover, a victim of Jerry Falwell's enema bag.
Eat away at every ounce of human meat, yearning for human meat.
Camera 2 pin across the crowd.
All the creepy crawly things from hell that we nourish with our daily bread. I have left some things of myself on your stage that will attract an audience worthy of your ministry. Buzzing flies.
She's kind of stiff, but her bowels are sure loose.
Whether justice prevails.
She's on a roll, she's on a roll. Oh, look, here comes Jessica. Maybe more trouble.
I'll wreck you, and I'll make a career of wrecking you. Thanks, Reverend Baker. Thanks for not saying sorry with a dozen roses.
They're mad as hell, and they're not going to take it anymore.
Okay, we're live again.
Okay.
Straighten up, kids. Straighten up. We're on camera.
Sit up straight.
And that was Peggy from George Kuchar's picture Evangelist, which we shot a couple years ago in Studio 8.
An excellent experience.
Did you have fun with that one?
Yeah, I really did.
Yeah.
It was really great working with George. He really brings out
He's
the
a
best.
genius,
He brings
isn't
out
he?
the best in everybody.
He really does.
I've loved working
Big
with
hand for
him.
George.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah,
love
George.
him. Yay,
George.
All right. And so, what were you feeling a little queasy that day? Or?
Well, I thought it was really good acting, didn't you think?
I thought you. I thought you pulled it off. You pulled it off, as they
Working
say.
with him is like therapeutic. You get to like explore parts of yourself that you don't ordinarily tap into in daily life, and I really like that.
There's a lot of production
Like
assistants
your
behind me
innermost
with,
fantasies. But anyway, so and you also have a talk tomorrow night, don't you? Or Friday in Berkeley.
We're talking,
right.
yes.
Sorry, we lost you.
Oh, we lost the Fisher Price. We got cable problems. We have a call. Let's get a call.
Check. Maybe the connector.
Hello.
That looks like the RF connector.
Hello, are you there,
might
sir?
be
Hello?
Yeah, hello. You want to sink a battleship?
Yeah.
All right. What's
Am
your?
I on too?
Hey, come
Am
on.
I on the air?
You're on the air. You're feeding back. You're feeding back. Terrible.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'd like to sink a battleship.
Okay. What's your coordinates?
D6.
D6. Do we have a D6? Miss. D6 is a miss. One
Give him
more
another
quick
chance.
one.
Give him
One more.
F9.
F9. Miss.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry. Next time.
Oh, okay.
Bye-bye. Thanks for
See you at the
calling.
movie.
See you at the movie. Okay, now you have your talk. It's Friday in Berkeley. And what's going on with this?
Well, this is a title. This is called The Eye in the Arsehole, and it's about excremental vision, as you might say.
Excremental vision.
Yes, George Bataille and his close encounter or his near miss with film.
Oh, really? Did he make a film at one time?
He never did, but actually he had a bit part in a Renoir film as a demented priest.
Oh, good.
In which his wife Sylvia starred. Yeah, she was the star of that picture, and he actually, I think, hated film.
He's interested in vision, but he's not interested in film. So we're going to talk about that since we're filming.
Okay, so it's basically a talk on Bataille. And what? Yes? Dan and Eric. Dan and Eric. We're going live to Dan and Eric with comedy. Come on, kids. Come on, let's go. Yay, Dan and Eric.
Yeah, we're set.
Okay, here's our music.
Got our nice titles?
The music's not working.
It's okay. This is Dan.
And this is Eric.
And this is Dan and Eric's Complete History of Japan. The history of Japan started a long time ago.
In Japan.
Japan being an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
It's surrounded by water.
Like all great islands.
On all sides.
The Japanese men, of course, were mostly fishermen and warriors.
Well, actually, the warriors carried samurai swords. Hence
Wushang!
What the hell was that?
That was a samurai sword, like a warrior with a samurai sword.
Hence the name Samurai Warriors.
I've got a question, though. Were samurai warriors called samurai warriors because they carried samurai swords, Or were samurai swords because samurai warriors carried them?
All samurai warriors were married to geisha girls.
All of the fishermen were married to geisha girls.
All the men
were
were
married to geisha girls.
The Japanese throughout the centuries have basically been a peace-loving people. They were lovers of peace.
Yeah, except for the years of violence, bloodshed, and carnage. They hated peace.
They were peace haters.
Violent people.
And angry people. A lot of rage.
A lot of anger.
A lot of anger.
Very angry people. Jeez. Oh, a lot of anger from these Japanese. The Geisha women were terrific cooks. I mean, amazing cooks.
And being an island and surrounded on water by all sides.
You said that part.
Go ahead.
Okay. They had a lot of fish. They had a lot of seaweed.
Hence the Japanese staple, sushi.
Which is raw fish, rice, and seaweed.
Right.
They would have liked to have cooked the fish.
But actually, they couldn't cook the fish because they had no gas.
No electricity.
A lot of wood.
A lot of wood.
A lot of wood. So what would have happened? A lot of the fish would have come out smoked.
It would have been smoked fish.
A lot of smoked salmon, smoked whitefish.
But they didn't have any bagels at the time, so it wouldn't have made any sense.
There would have been no point, no sense at all.
Possibly the greatest documentation of Japanese history since Dan and Eric's Complete History of Japan.
Volumes 1 through 10.
Would be the NBC miniseries Shoguns.
Starring Richard Chamberlain. Although, actually, I never actually believed that Richard Chamberlain was Japanese.
Well, that's okay. That's the whole point of it. Did you know that Richard Chamberlain's got a new series out?
Really?
Yeah, it's called Native Son.
Richard Wright's Native Son?
No,
that was about a black child in Harlem.
No, this is about a white doctor in Hawaii. We're being told to wrap it up. Well, we might as well just skip to the most important event in Japanese history.
The Godzilla in Tokyo.
The Great Godzilla Tokyo invasion, which the radioactive fallout from Hiroshima and Nagasaki gave birth to Godzilla.
King of the monsters.
King of the monsters. Godzilla, King of the monsters. Did you know Raymond Burr was in Tokyo at the time? That's how he lost his legs. That's why he did Ironsides. Because
I didn't know that. Is that true?
That's in the book.
Right. Volume 7. That's in Volume 7 of Dan and Eric's Complete History of Japan.
The Great Godzilla Tokyo invasion ushered in 10 years of violence. 10 years of violence and mayhem, also known as the Monster Years. Look out! Godzilla is invading the city!
We're back. I think we're back live in the studio.
2 minutes.
2 minutes tops.
I've learned everything.
That was great, guys.
Beautiful.
It's great.
Yay, Dan and Eric, thank you. All right.
I'm sure the book's available.
All 10. Actually, we're out of Volume 7 right now, but
the Raymond Burr years.
That's our most popular copy.
Any phone calls? We got a phone call out there? Yeah, we have a book that they just printed this up. Isn't that nice? All themselves.
Oh, let's. If you want a copy.
Yeah. Oh, $6.
Okay. It's
$6. You get a beautiful copy of this book with nice illustrations.
If you can't come and get it tonight at the Cinematheque, you could write to Ediciones La Calavera.
Very good.
P.O. Box. I took French. 85. That's why I can't read it. 85341, Las Vegas, Nevada 89185. Hi.
And that's a real address.
How about a little hula music for Squash over there? Okay, so now, Keith, now the show is when and where tomorrow, Friday in Berkeley?
8 o'clock, and it's at the Small Press Distribution Center, and I don't know the address.
Small Press Distribution.
I hope we can find it before tomorrow, because we don't know where to go.
I don't either.
If you're out there,
If you call 411, you might be able to find it.
Yeah, they probably have it in the phone book.
And so we also have a clip, I think, with you from one of George's pictures, and Insanitorium will be coming up to you shortly. George,
Dr. Lonnie Lowenstein, probably my greatest film role.
I think it must be Keith, because it truly is inspirational. Yeah.
George is an inspiration to everyone.
Chris, we got a call.
We got a call. Very good. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air. Hello, sir? Yeah, you're on the air. Can you hear us? I think we're having phone problems. Bye. Okay,
Eric,
sorry. No phone
didn't
call.
I sell you a futon frame? Very Japanese, isn't it?
We're still live here, kids.
I miss it. Thank you.
And so, is it good to be back in San Francisco? You both of you taught at the Art Institute at various
I
times.
I took
We
class.
took
Hey,
classes.
if anybody can get me a job, let me know. I really
I
need
could
a
use
job.
one too. We all need jobs, so please.
They're
And
both
we
I
work
want to
cheap.
move back to San Francisco. I need a job.
Squash needs a date too. Squash is looking for a date, so if you want to call in, I'm sure, guys, we can fix you up. Yeah. We got a call for Squash. Yeah. Hello, you're on the air. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, you're on the air.
All right.
What do you want to know? Yeah, got a battleship coordinate?
Yeah, what was that last one? C7, I'll try B7.
Let's start B7.
B7. Miss.
B7's a miss. One more.
Oh, let's see. How about D4?
D4.
D4.
D4?
Miss.
Miss. How about a clue? How about a clue, Eric?
Japanese flying pro.
Sorry. Okay, out of here. Oh God, how long we got? Let's
We've got like 30 seconds.
20 seconds.
About a minute to say goodbye.
Shall I read part of
A
the
minute
book?
to say goodbye from now? Oh my
Forever.
God.
It's been a fast half hour.
Fast half hour.
Wow.
So, you know, we're glad. Tune in next week. We're going to be on every week here. Madeline's Variety Television.
Do we have a theme song yet?
Well, I don't know. We got a lot of theme songs. Let's sing, Beth. Do you know New York, New York?
They're gonna make a brand new start of it.
Yeah. And while they're singing,
This is
we'll
San
just say
Francisco.
San Francisco, The Mission.
Why
Tune in
didn't
every
Frank
week,
Sinatra
5:30 Thursdays.
Why didn't Frank Sinatra ever sing a
Boats ramming! Ramming speed on the boat! Speed on the boats!
Ram it!
Madeline's Variety Television, the show without a purpose. The show that respect. The show that aims to please.
It's a phallocentric world out there, kids.
Keith Sanborne, right here. You heard it from him first. Phallocentric. What exactly does that mean?
No, what it
You have to read the book and find out.
I like the pictures. I like the very nice pictures.
Slurp,
Are we still
slurp.
live? What's going on here?
We're on. Oh, this will be nice.
I love you. I love you.